All right. Good morning, cyber traders. Happy Thursday, everyone. Good to see Michael. Good to see you, Grant, Andrea. Good to see you, lead everybody. Hopefully, everybody's ready for a new venture at cyber trading. A little bit of action in the market. Looks like we're getting a couple of things that are down this morning. I know there's been a couple of good swing trades that we've been focusing on. We'll talk a little about that. And the one I've been watching really is the CMGI. Looking at that Chipotle, made a nice little move yesterday, by the way. We're watching on the swing trade. I didn't jump in it yet. I'm not completely sold on it yet, but I got out. I had around 32. I mean, nobody's going to listen. Great traders never buy at the bottom and sell top. You always buy in between. So I want to see a couple of more trends on the upside before we'll consider it. But there is also a couple of the stocks we're going to check out. Some of them not doing too well. I did sell a couple of them yesterday, and we'll talk a little about that. But yesterday, listen, we had a pretty good day. We had a lot of longs, a lot of shorts that went on. I want to touch upon a couple of them. LPTX is one of them. What a great mover yesterday. I mean, right in the middle of the day, out of nowhere, once it broke $1, this thing ran to about 250. That was a nice little move. AMD had a really nice pop yesterday too. It's down today, but that stock testing, you could see here on the long-term chart, getting close to those highs. AMD has just been doing fabulous. AMDL, which is obviously the ETF version of it, very cheap little stock also. That one did pretty well. Open. So Open made a hell of a comeback. I mean, Open was all the way down to 6. It made a good move yesterday. We've been watching Open for a while lately. Open Door, that one's been moving up pretty nicely too. We watched the stock from August, went from price around $2 up to 10, came back down. Nice little move right there. RGTZ, another big move. We're going to put this back on the watch list. RGTZ, that one's moving up pretty well. Ooh, RGTI. So Rigetti is obviously getting crushed. My God, look at that stock. Was that is very horrible. This is why, when it took that big dive right there, big run on Rigetti, but man, that thing is really getting hammered. We're gonna have to keep a very close eye on this stock. Maybe you might get the bounce on it, but just broke through a major support levels right around here. Not looking too good for Rigetti. That was a fun move. A fun little move. What else we had that moved up pretty nicely? CLF. That one moved up nicely yesterday. Not really going. This one, CLF was pretty good because you could see here that lot of support levels here around the price around $10. And this is what I'm basically looking for. We're looking for a couple of days of the uptrend. And obviously yesterday did pretty well. So this could be a good little swing trade. Cheap little stock in our price range. You need a lot of money to do that. That was moving nice. And a couple of nice little shorts I just want to hit on. IONQ. That one is still going lower. So you can put this on our watch list again. IONQ. Still making new lows. I'll tell you, it could get down to the 40s. I mean, and we still got some move. We got $8 to go, but the stock is obviously getting hammered. CL. This one, we saw this one yesterday going down all day yesterday. Not crazy down, but the only problem is it is expensive. Looks like it's starting to build some support levels at these prices. I'm not a fan of it on a dead cat bounce yet on it. Rigetti, we already got to putting that on the watch list. RGTI. The Z was the opposite. Okay. AESI was one more short that did pretty well yesterday. So that pretty much does it. It wasn't the greatest day yesterday. Not as good as the day before, but overall it did pretty well. All right. What do you have over there? Michael says ON has popped yesterday. ON. Yeah, that one also did pretty well. It's not going anywhere right now. Thanks for sharing that, Michael. Yeah, that was also a pretty good one. It's testing some resistance levels back in October. But that was a pretty much early run. The only thing I didn't like about it was a good pre-market run, but it didn't really after 9:30. You could see kind of flatlining and really go anywhere. That's the only reason why, Michael, I didn't want to put it on the list. All right. So anyway, let's talk about what's moving this morning because we got a couple of stocks that are moving pretty well. We have this SGBX that's moving up pretty nicely. A little gap up 27%. Now, this is the second biggest percentage gainer on the Nasdaq, and it's only up 27%. So we're not in the 50s, 100% movers in pre-market, but SGBX looks pretty good as a very inexpensive stock. We'll put that on the list. Here's a buyout right here, so scratching that out. That's why I skipped that one. MGRX, cheap little stock, great spread, 23%, 39 million shares already traded just in pre-market. Went from 2, came back down to 212. Need to check out some orders. Oh, what happened to Lyft? We traded Lyft 2 yesterday, right? Didn't we trade Lyft? LYFT. I forgot to mention that one. Yeah, I got in. You know what? Wow, that was lucky. So I got into that stock and I got out. I got in. I thought it was going to make a big run up. It looked beautifully on a swing trade. And it says, all right, let me take a dive at it. I think I got in right around 25.40 I got in. And ended up getting out at 25.20. Good thing I got out of it. That looks like a good loss right now. I forgot to mention that one too. I just saw it on my level 4, so I'm just removing it. Let me bring up this one. Let's see what the orders are. SGBX. All right, let's see where those orders are. We'll check them out. Just loading up the data. Nothing really great. A couple small orders over here. 290 to 340 we got. All right. So we got that one. Fly, that one looks like an earnings play right there. Nice little pop right there. Spread is really ugly on this one. I'm going to scratch that one. Don't like the chart when it's spotty like that. That means not trading too much volume. Not really that good, that one. Not that good. Nope. OTLX looks pretty good. K. She looks like a pharmaceutical stock. This one got really beat up, cheap, moving swing back and forth. Probably want to wait until the market opens up and see how it's going to trend. Let me see what the orders look like out there. See if people are buying it. I mean, it's got great volume, 6 million. A little bit of a Lego. Here's some orders out there. You can see some resistance levels there, some support levels there. So you got some stuff right there. Losers. Oh my God, this thing got hammered. Oh my God. Just when you think you couldn't lose anymore. Can we get a dead cat bounce on KRRO? Wow. That is pretty bad right there. It's coming back a little bit. How many shares a trade? 1.5 million. KRRO. You know me, I love bottom fishing on these things. It's a biotech, a pharmaceutical. All right, so there's a huge buyer right now. You can see it's holding here right at 650 for 65,000. So that's pretty big. So that's not that low. That is right here. So that one's not bad. Nice little crash on that one right there. This one I'm not getting any data. This one's down 24%. CMCT. That was pretty of a roller coaster yesterday. Wow, this thing is just getting crushed too. This one's going down like every day. This could be a good short. BTDR. Spread looks pretty scary though. 5 million shares trade. That's a lot. All right, New York Stock Exchange. What's going on over there? Probably nothing. C is moving up pretty nicely, but looks like a gap up. JMAI. We trade this stock a few times. That one's moving up pretty nicely. I know it does get a little hairy sometimes, but this one's not bad. JMIA. Nothing there. Nothing there. None of these stocks I don't know any of them. These are all garbage. All right. Here's another stock that's getting a little crushed, but nothing crazy. Anything in the most active? HP, Novax. We traded that before in the past. Snapchat's moving up pretty nicely, but it's not the easy stock to day trade. You got to be doing a swing trade on that one. But Snapchat basically coming to his big resistance support levels back here in July, so it becomes resistance. That pretty much does it. All right. So anything else we're missing, cyber traders? Anyone else out there? I think we're pretty much done. We got a pretty decent list, a little bit better than yesterday. All right, so just really quick before we go, we are going to have open house on Friday. Usually we do it today. So if you're watching on social media and you want to come and join and learn how to trade like this, there's a QR code up on the screen. Just scan it. We'll see you there. But we're going to do it on Friday at 12 o'clock. I am going to be on Metastock at 2. So if anyone got that registration, please click on it. We'll post a link up there. They had a lot of great presenters this week that they're hosting. So I'm going to be actually going on today. So I'll see you there. But let's get ready for the market open up. We got a little bit more than 15 minutes to go. So me, Josh, and Rich will be right back. And we'll pick up where we left off. All right. So let's get ready for the market open up. I'll put this on our watch list. It'll be on X. It'll be on our alert service, everything. It'll also be on our Telegram. For everybody else, we'll see you in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere.